Alrighty, hello and welcome to Dead Rail Trains. Tonight we'll show you a couple of new things on the layout. Tonight we're running my military train with a pre-war bullet engine. It's Lionel Lines, I think it's 1668. We'll take a look at that in a minute. So first off, let's see what's new on the layout. All right, I got the little all aboard sign on top of that building. I got that from a friend of mine who's selling off a lot of his collection, and it's not hooked up yet because I had to wait for a power supply to come in because those run on 4.5 volts. Hopefully the microphone's working. That's another thing I got is a new microphone, so hopefully that's working. All right, here's the biggest project that's going on right now is I started building the mountain and including the tunnel portals. The tunnel portals is, that was a project unto itself. So I used some paper. Here comes the train back. I use some printed paper that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's the, I think they call it scrapbooking paper or decoupage paper, something like that. But anyway, it's just some rocks, and that goes in a little ways. So here's the mountain, which I really got into last week. And you can see my construction here. I just use this metal lath, which I get at Home Depot, and I cut it up into strips. Cover it with paper mache, and that's really just to hold all the plaster when I put the plaster on. The flat area is the scout camp, so that'll go on. Actually, right now the scout camp is on the floor. There goes the train. All right, take a look around. Oh, sorry for the jittery cam. All right, on the workbench right now is this GP20 that I converted to dead rail, and the battery actually gets mounted to the bottom where the fuel tank is. So this is like the hardest one to get the battery on and off of. So what I'm gonna do is put a little on-off switch on it. I've got these little tiny toggle switches. I put one of these on-off switches underneath it so that I can switch it on and off. That way I don't take the battery out every single time I'm parking it. Also, what is new is the bubbling water tower. I got it bubbling. Hopefully you can see that bubbling. And the way these work is you get a little light bulb in the bottom, and it's not about the light, it's about the heat that it puts off. And then the heat makes it bubble like that. So it took me a little while to find a light bulb. I found a 12 volt, 2 watt light bulb, works pretty good. So I'm happy with the way that turned out. My automobiles are in a little disarray because my grandson was over parking and running the cars. There goes the train around the residential area. I use Droid Cam, and I don't think the Steadicam feature works with DroidCam. And today I'm running the pre-war train with my helicopter controller. If you haven't seen this before, these are this is a heavily modified helicopter controller, and I changed out the joysticks to pots so I can run the trains. This is what I use before I started getting the Blue Namis. Most of the trains run on that system, and I have some that run on Lion Chief and then some that run on the Blue Nami. I really like the Blue Nami. I don't like the $200 price tag, but I love it. And I got a little news about Henry. Okay, Henry took a ride on my friend Matt Fall's layout. We went to visit and gave him a run around that layout. Matt's layout is featured in the OGR magazine, the O-Gauge Railroading magazine, right now. So the newest issue features Matt's layout. It's really big, and Matt's a great guy, and we had a really good time with him. I'll be going to visit him again. And actually, he was interested in doing a camera in the car, so I may help him out with that, or a camera in the engine. These, like I said, these GP20s, I got the electronics in one unit, and the dummy unit for this train is, the entire unit is a horn. The horn is in there, and then they have like a baffle. Okay, so I actually, I'm sure you can see that. The battery is where the fuel tank was. I took the fuel tank out and put a battery in there. So I'll hook him up. There is a tether connector, because the dummy unit has the horn in it and a coil coupler. So he's ready to go. Yeah, I think I've seen a video of one guy that did dead rail and N scale. I know people are doing it in HO. In fact, the Hudson Valley Railroad Society, at the Hyde Park Railroad Station Museum, we have an HO layout, and I may try to do an HO engine there. We run Blue Nami there, because that way, when visitors come, we can just hand them a cell phone or a tablet and they can run the trains. And yes, I got the DJI mic, which right now Amazon has it as on a really good sale price. I spent like, I think less than $50 for it. All right, so he is on the other helicopter controller. See if we can get him going. Yeah, I got two of these. And they're split. I can run two trains. One is this side, one is this side. And there he goes. All right. I have 2 main lines because running 2 trains is more than twice the fun of running 1 train. And we'll get him as he goes around. Here he goes back to the storage yard. This AA set, this I did not have when I was a kid. This is just it's an eBay purchase. I just got them because I like Long Island Railroad stuff, and this one's actually it's a fantasy scheme. They didn't even have this paint scheme. All right, here he goes, by Tracy Mountain, over the bridge. Around the big curve, and then he'll go by. And we'll send him into the mountain. Like I said, I got 2 main lines, and there's a reversing loop at both ends of each line.